y muy buenas tardes. Hoy en la clase vamos a aprender los verbos tener y venir. Hoy en la clase vamos a aprender los verbos tener y venir. Welcome, kids. Today in class we are going to be studying the verbs tener and venir. For those of you following along in your textbooks, Descubre uno, this is chapter 3, section 4. Chapter 3, section 4, so 3.4. Muy bien. So the two verbs that we're going to be learning today, tener and venir, you guys have seen already in your vocabulary, and you do know the endings for our ER and IR verbs, okay? But these two new verbs that we are going to learn are going to be your first verbos radicales. Verbos radicales. Radical verbs in Spanish, okay? These verbs are irregular, but they belong to a group of irregular verbs called verbos radicales. You'll also hear these verbs called boot verbs or stem-changing verbs. Boot verbs or stem-changing verbs, okay? Now, if we recall, a stem in Spanish is the part of the verb before we take off the AR, the ER, or the IR. So, for the verb tener, since it's an ER verb and that's our ending, the stem is going to be ten. For venir, to come, it's an IR verb and the stem is ven. Pero ojo, wait. Chiquititos, these stems are going to change in every single form except nosotros and vosotros. Okay? A stem-changing verb is an infinitive whose stem or root changes in cada forma, every single form, menos except nosotros and vosotros. Okay, so let's first start with the verb tener, and let's do an example together. So in Spanish, the verb tener means to have. Okay, we know that the verb tener means to have, as in to possess something. Por ejemplo, tengo un marcador. Tengo un marcador. Tengo un cuaderno. Tengo un cuaderno. Okay, I have a notebook. I have a marker, meaning I possess these. I own them, they are mine. Okay? Tener can also be used with an infinitive verb. Okay? Tener ganas de plus an infinitive means to feel like doing something. To feel like doing something. In the second video for today's lesson, you guys will learn more about infinitive constructions. So let's continue. Tener que is another use of this verb tener, but tener que, this is going to be our motion. Tener que, because whenever you use tener with que, ojo, no accent. Notice there's no accent. We're not saying que with an accent, which is what. Quién is who, que is what. We are saying que without the accent. Que plus an infinitive. Tener que plus an infinitive, to have to do something. Tener ganas de, to feel like doing something. Tener, to have. Okay? Ojo, this is an irregular verb for two reasons. It's a verbo radical, a radical verb, and it's also what we call in Spanish a go verb. Let's start first by making our grid. Okay, we always remember that the izquierda, a la izquierda, the whole column is singular. A la derecha, remember on the right side, everything is plural, dos personas. So, step one when we conjugate an infinitive, we write out the infinitive and we define it. Check, check, we got it done. Step two, we are always going to write out our personal pronouns. So, if you need to, sing your song. Yo is I, two is you, el, he, and ella, she. Pause. Did you say el, he, or did you say the? Please add an accent if you accidentally said the. Continue your song. Nosotros, we. Vosotros, you guys. Ellos, ellas, they. Okay, ellos and ellas are they. Remember, the only two subject pronouns not in our song are usted, you formal, and ustedes, you all formal. Remember, A la izquierda, singular. A la derecha, plural. Top, we are always talking about first person. In this very first row, we are always talking about first person, second person, and then third person. So now that we have our grid all set up, let's begin by chopping off our ending. So this is an ER verb, okay? An ER verb. Let's chop off our ending and let's remind ourselves of our ER endings. Okay, get your arms out. Left side singular, right side plural. We have O es a, hemos es en. Again, O es a, hemos es en. One more time as we write it. O es a, hemos es and en. This is just a little reminder to keep us going. Okay, so we have chopped off our ending and our stem is 10. And this is going to be true for nosotros and vosotros. Because for all verbos radicales, they never change in the nosotros and the vosotros. So 10 and 10 is going to be our stem. For all of the other forms of tener, tener is going to change from E to IE in the stem. So for the yo form, okay, we're going to leave that one. But 2, we have tien now. Tien. And tien. Okay? Now normally your stem changers would change in every single form except for nosotros and vosotros. But tener and venir are extra irregular verbs because they have 2 changes. Not only does their stem change from E to IE, but it also is a go verb, meaning the yo form only is going to end in go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is purely because of pronunciation. If we look at this, if we followed all the rules for a stem changer, the yo form would be tieno, tieno. Eso no suena muy bien, okay? This doesn't sound good. So, for the yo form only, okay, our yo form is going to be tengo. Yo tengo 15 años. I have 15 years in age. Okay, notice, this is not tango as in I dance, the tango. This is tengo. Okay, so repite, tengo, tengo. Yo tengo means I have. Okay, now for all of the rest of the forms, the endings are going to be our normal endings. O es a, hemos es en. So our last step is just to add the endings back on. We have O es a, hemos, es, and en. So one time we have yo tengo, tú tienes. Él, ella, usted tiene. Remember, third person, we're talking about them. Nosotros tenemos. I'm included in the group. Nosotros tenemos. Vosotros tenéis. Vosotros tenéis. And ellos, ellas, ustedes tienen. Again, we're talking about somebody. Okay, let's go ahead and do our next new verb, venir. Let's go ahead and do our next verb, venir. For those of you who are have your mi vidas handy, you could absolutely be taking these notes under the tener and venir tab of your mi vida. Okay, so we are actually going to use a lot of our same chart. We're going to use the exact same structure for venir that we used for tener. Okay, but this time we are looking at an IR verb, venir. Venir means to come, to come. And this could be venir a, to come to a place, okay? Venir al colegio, to come to the high school. Venir a la conferencia, to come to the conference. We could also have venir de, to come from a place. Venir de. Remember that in Spanish, de has 3 meanings: of, from, or it could also be about. Of, from, or about. Okay? Venir, to come. The infinitive construction we're going to learn with venir is venir plus para. And para in Spanish means in order to. Para means in order to. Venir para plus an infinitive. So to come in order to do something. So, por ejemplo, yo vengo a la clase para hablar con la profesora. Vengo a la clase para hablar con la profesora. I come to class to speak with the teacher. We could say, vengo a la clase de arte para dibujar. Vengo a la clase de arte para dibujar. I come to the class of art in order to, para, in order to, and then an infinitive, dibujar, to draw. Okay, now that we know the meanings of our new infinitive venir, okay, let's take a look at the ending. The ending is IR. Let's chop off our IR and let's remind ourselves our IR endings. O, es, a, ojo, cuidado, imos, is, en. Remember that ER and IR verbs are only different in the nosotros and the vosotros form. Okay? The nosotros and the vosotros form. So, we've written down our infinitive. We chopped off the ending and we're going to write down our stem. But ojo, it's going to be irregular in every single form except nosotros and vosotros. So let us write down our stem. We have ven and ven. Okay? Now, just like tener, the E is going to change to an IE in every form except nosotros and vosotros. So if we started to do our new stem, let's color code it here. Our new stem would be bien. Now, wait just a moment to write. Bien, bien, bien. Now, if venir and tener were regular boot verbs, you would see right here why they call it a boot verb. Because a boot verb changes in every form except for nosotros and vosotros. So imagine this. Every form inside of your boot, here's your little shoelaces, okay? Every form inside the boot is going to change from E to IE. Nosotros and vosotros, same stem, ven and ven, okay? Now, tener and venir are not just any old verbos radicales. They're extra irregular because, number 2, they are go verbs, which means the yo is going to end in go. Let's say it again. Yo ends in go for the yo form only. So instead of vengo, this one time, we're going to say vengo, 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 I come. Now we just add our endings. Vienes. Viene, ojo, IR endings, not venimos. We need venimos. Venimos, venís, vienen. All right. Ojalá que todo sale bien. Ojalá que todo salga bien en la pruebita hoy. Muy buena suerte a todos. Very good luck to everybody. Adiós.